You afraid of the crows? Those crows are crazy. Look like they were gonna attack her. What are you crows doing? Being bad to my chickens and to my cat? Yeah, you get out of here. Missy, you were so scared. I saw you panic. 3 crows came down near her and she just bolted for the house. You're such a good kitty. Morning friends, just wanted to do a quick update because I had forgotten in my last video to let you know that the play set is no longer in the backyard, and I'm going to show you here what it looks like. I know I filmed a couple of clips last time and I didn't show you all the work that was done here. This is my view now. I used to have the play set over there and now it's no longer there. My friend took that down from me while he was here, and then he put all of the wood over there on that other place that's there. That one's okay, but this one was rotting away, so he did a big favor for me there. And I also cleaned it up. I'll show you some clips here of me cleaning up after he left. I picked up a lot of the splintered wood and things that were under the playset, and I just cleaned that whole area up. That makes me very, very happy because that was a big project that I was going to take on over the winter time, and now I don't have to worry about doing that. I have some other projects that I'm working on here, so that relieves me a lot of having to take care of such a big project like that one. As far as the wood there, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm going to hold on to it. There's going to be some building on the property, so I'm going to hold on to that for now. Really, really happy that that was done, and now I have this beautiful view here, which is so amazing. I can sit in my living room and watch everything in the back. Here's my cute little girls. Good morning, girls. We're out foraging early in the day because I don't let them go out anymore very late or past 6 o'clock. They're usually in their coop by then. So you see me today, I'm in my workout clothes. I started to put on my workout clothes again because I have been starting to work out because I have felt so horrible the last few months, been able to just be sitting around because of my ankle. I still can't get on my treadmill and walk or hike or do anything like that because my ankle is still recovering. But I'm trying to get some of that flab that's under my skin. Actually, this is not the arm. This is the arm. I do have some flab. See that there? Some flab that I have here. And that was because of the amount of swelling that I had in my arm. I mean, I had months of huge swelling and my entire arm swelled. As a matter of fact, I still have swelling in my arm and I have to sleep at night still with my compression glove. I can still not close my fingers all the way like this hand. This hand, I can go all the way and close it, but this hand I cannot. I want to show you my scar too. What my arm looks like today. My surgery was April, I think it was the 25th. And that's what my scar is looking like right now without anything here. But I do cover it most of the time when I go out. When I'm working, I also keep it covered with that wristband as well. But it doesn't look bad. It's actually healing very nicely. Really excited to be able to start doing projects around the property again and getting things in order. I have a lot of big projects that I'm working on, but still don't want to talk about them because there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. But when it's going to happen, I will all let you know when everything is planned and done and ready to get going. I'm going to tell you everything that's going to happen here. I'm super excited because this has been a dream of mine to get things like this done that I'm going to be doing here. So I'm super excited about that. Trying to pull weeds over here and trying to put this up because it fell down. And the chickens just want to be around me all the time. So I'm just trying to get all these weeds up. And the best thing to do is use a bucket and another bucket to sit on. I got a little cushion too. That's a knee pad, but I put it here. Why are you pecking my phone every time I put it down? Set it down. You got a flower in your chest. Can I get it? Come here. There we go. I gotta get this little one here. Got those. You want to eat that? Those weeds might be good and healthy for you. Oh, don't bite my finger. There they go. They're making a mess. I have the lattice just like this one for that bread. I'm over here now and they just don't leave me alone. Every time I pull one out, she thinks I'm gonna eat it or something, and she wants to eat it, but then she doesn't eat it. You want that? Ow, you hurt my finger. Chickens are sometimes like selfish. I've seen them fighting over worms. Like one will grab one and then the other one will come in and peck her and take it away from her. And when it comes to food, man, they are gluttons. She's not even eating that. She just don't like the fact that I'm pulling it out and taking it for myself. She thinks I'm going to eat it, but she won't even eat it. Look, She won't eat that grass. You didn't even eat it. You just threw it there. Yeah, I'm not eating it. I'm throwing them out. Putting them in my bucket. My bucket's pretty full. I'm finishing a project that was on my list to do the week that I hurt my wrist. And that is, see the border that I built over there with the lattice? You saw me, I posted a video on that. I'm doing the same thing here for the beds. My friend cut that for me because I couldn't do anything with my wrist yet. So he did cut those for me, but I haven't had time to do none of this. We've had the rainy season and I haven't been able to really walk. But now that I learned to sit on the bucket and keep my ankle from having pressure, I am doing some projects. So I bought a lot of these Dollar Tree lights, and that's what I'm attaching them with. Now the ones that I used back there, they don't give off any light because those are just old ones that I had here, but I wanted to put some nice things here. I didn't want to just put some wooden stakes like I said, so I'm doing these over here, and then we'll see tonight how nice it looks. And that side over there is looking really nice and clean and neat. I also weeded that, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. First thing I'm gonna do, of course, is take off all of these. And since I have to run errands today, I may need some more of these. I have to go to the Dollar Tree anyway and buy some stuff, so I might, that's why I want to do this early this morning. Actually, we're gonna get rain around 10, but I got up early just to do this because that way I'll have an estimate of how many more I need to buy of these and not go overboard. These are great stakes for $1. I mean, they're plastic. What I like is they shimmer in the daylight. The little crystal here, the plastic, they shimmer in the daylight, and not only do they give some light, they look attractive at night, and they just look better than some wooden stakes that are going to rot over time, especially here in the rainy season. Once done doing this one as well, and I'm lifting up a lot of the pavers because for some reason they have gotten sunk in down. They were leveled and all of the dirt was coming out. See how that one's like sunken up? This one's higher than that one because I'm putting some of the dirt underneath and raising them up higher. So I'm gonna do all of these. I'm only gonna go up to the shrub because I'm gonna do something else for those shrubs over there. I'm gonna do a second layer of pavers over there, just like the one over there. But I'm gonna put the lattice up to here only. Got the chickens with me, happy as can be, getting my worms every time I lift up a rock. Got company today. I'm done with the lattice. Looks really nice. Looks very nice lit up at night, except for this area here. I want to do another layer of these border stones, just like here. So I went to Lowe's the other day to get them. I only need like 14, I think it is. And I couldn't find them in this size. They don't have the size. So I'll have to travel this week and see if I can find them at Home Depot. That'll take care of this problem over here that they continue to scratch, but it's doing really good. They're not getting over to the edge anymore. They're going more into the middle, and that's the only thing that the lattice does, is keep them from the edge and to the middle. I love your chick. Yeah, how's Avie doing? She looks so frumpy today. She's not talkative. You're not feeling good today, chick? Oh, I don't know what's wrong with her. All right, we'll keep an eye on her today. But they're always together now, which is nice. Good morning, everybody. I am on my way to do some shopping all the way in, I'm not going to say it here, but this is where they have most stores. I have to go to Home Depot and find some stones for my borders. You'll see the project that I'm working on in this video. I want you to know today's the first day that I go out in weeks since my ankle, since that situation that I had. The doctor did tell me to stay off my ankle for 2 weeks, so I took it lightly around the house, not doing a lot of stuff. And I am now wearing my brace today on my ankle, and this is the first time that I'm actually wearing a bracelet on this hand since my accident. I feel the screws in there. Now I don't have, like most people, they get like 4 or 5 screws. I have 10 screws because I fell. It's 135 pounds of body that fell onto my wrist. So I had many crushed bones in there. Basically, this is the way they could able to save my hand, so I won't have problems. And I still have a lot of, I don't know, it's hard. I feel like I have a cuff on in my wrist. I still haven't gotten used to the feeling of having like a cuff. I feel there's something in there. I have a very small wrist, so I don't know if these contraptions that they make. They're for adults, but in reality, I'm thinking I probably should have got the child size. I don't know. But anyway, it's just something I'm gonna have to live with. I'm just grateful that I'm able to use my hand again, and in such a short amount of time. It's only been a couple of months. Yes, it's been a long road to recover. Many days that I couldn't do things. There are many days that I cried. There are many days that I looked like a mess and I just hated the way that I looked. And that's normal for what I went through. But I'm out of it now, and I'm so grateful to be on this beautiful day. We've had a lot of rainy days, but today's a beautiful day. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go to Home Depot. I also want to get like a new chicken water, something that I can keep water, and maybe I'm looking into some options for me to be able to travel in the fall for at least 2 days and be able to have my chickens in the coop for 2 days. These chickens are really good. They're more home type chickens. They like their coop, and they like to be in that area. They do like to come out, but they do like to be in that area. So what I'm doing is I'm letting them out, so they get about 2 hours in the afternoon, 2 hours in the morning, and I think that that's good enough. I really do think that's good enough. I think this free roaming all day long, whatever they want, just doesn't work. So that's the best way that I can keep them safe, and that's what I'm going to do for right now. I love my chickens, but I also suffer when I see them cooped up, because I, unfortunately, and I know a lot of people said this to me, don't treat them like pets. Don't treat them like pets, because you might have to eat one of them. And I have to understand that God is bringing me through this part of my life where I don't really know death. Yes, I buried a puddle, and I've done things like that, and I hurt a lot. But I realized that with Pickett, who was my favorite of all the chickens, I really didn't cry for her, because you start to develop a thick skin as a homesteader for death on the property, because every day that you let them out, you know that it could be their last day. And it's hard to realize that, but I do realize that I'd rather have a chicken that was so happy, so content, was at peace, loved me, that I raised, and I loved her, and I have these special memories of this chicken and the other chicken that died too, and that I did my best to provide that loving atmosphere for them. And if she only lived 1 year in that incredible happiness, where she had peace and love and joy in her heart, and she got to be free, that's enough for me to know that she had that, versus if I give up my chickens and they live pented up in a stranger's house. And if that same thing happens with any of my chickens, I know that I love on them daily. Okay, you have to understand, when you get to the point, and this is where God has been leading me, because for me, he's like, I have to isolate you, get you away from all of the worldly people, and I have to show you how to live my way. So God is teaching me how to live his way, and he's teaching me you can't love life anymore. You have to understand that you come here for a purpose, to do what you're supposed to, and it doesn't matter. God is the one that ultimately knows your last day, right? So what is the point of you fretting over it? The same thing with the chickens. As long as I give them love and happiness and peace, I give them and I fill them their bellies, and they're joyous, and I hug them and I kiss them and I give them all this love. If they live 2 years with that happiness, isn't that better than living in some dirty, squally pen that somebody has 20 or 30 chickens in there, and all they eat is grain all day, and they don't get to forage and feel that freedom? I don't think that's the way to live, and that's the way that God shows us in the Bible. In this verse here that I'm going to post, he says you cannot love your life. You cannot love your life. You just have to enjoy living, and that's exactly the way that I need to enjoy my life, is just to enjoy the moment, every moment of every single day, with gratitude, to enjoy every single day, because no one here knows when is our last day. Especially this lesson, I learned it this year. This is why he's showing it to me this year, because I had my accident, and I realized, that something happens to me, then what happens to all my animals? So I just have to be grateful too for the time that I have with them here and now, and understand that it's all in God's hands. See, let me teach you a lesson that changed my life when I learned this. You can go out, and you can be in let's say in a celebration of some kind, like a 4th of July or something like that, and somebody can come out with a gun and they can shoot you. they can shoot 20 people and they could shoot you, okay? That person who shot you doesn't make the decision of whether you die or not, okay? The person makes the decision to do a bad thing and shoot. It's God the one that decides who dies and who stays. God's the one that decides that. Nobody decides death for anybody. When you understand that in your life, you understand how biblical that is with don't love your life. Because you are set to be here for a certain time. And no fretting, anything that you do is going to change that. Okay, we all have a destiny and a time. The reality is we have to find our place in this world and have that connection with Christ, because when it is our time, we want to make sure that we go where we're supposed to be going, where we really want to be going. We want to have that relationship with God, because whatever it is, an accident, whatever it is, God is going to take on that. All right, come along with me. We are going to go shopping today for some stuff. So hot in here. It's like 90 something degrees today, and I just got in my car, just turned on the car, and I'm letting the AC get cool before I drive. I bought this. It's 2-gallon water, and I like it because you fill it up from the bottom, not from that. You don't have to unscrew this. So it's going to be so that I can travel for a day or two in the fall. Okay. Then I also got, this was on sale for $5. This is all at Royal King. And this is a 7-pound feeder, and hopefully I will try it before I travel. This should hold my chickens up for a good 2 days at least, I hope. But it doesn't have a cover, so I didn't like that. But maybe I could hang it under their coop so it doesn't get wet. So I want that. And I bought them some of this black oil seeds, black oil sesame seeds. Every time I've been to Royal King, they've been out of it. Today they had it in stock, so I thought, let me buy that for treats, because those mealworm treats are getting super, super expensive. And then I bought myself a wine tumbler, but not for wine. I bought this for water during the day, because I have a big giant water thing. I have this one that I have at home, but it's so heavy on my wrist. So a lot of times I don't drink from it. I'd rather have something smaller. And I like the metal tumblers because they, it keeps my water cold. So I bought that one. I don't even know. I think that was like, oh my gosh. I think that was like $2. What did I pay for that? I paid $2.93 for that wine tumbler. And I know I checked online when I was there at the store, because I really wanted it in pink. But that was the only color that they had. But I like that color because my craft room has a lot of the turquoise blue, and my house has a lot of blue. And then I opened up the Amazon app to see how much they were, and they run around $8. So I thought, oh, I'm just gonna pick this one up. It don't matter if it's blue. Anyway, I'm heading out. Going to buy my food now. I think I got a good deal with this. I found this at Aldi, which is that. I think this is awesome. This is exactly what I was looking for in order to contain my chickens in the garage or in my patio during hurricane season when we have really bad storms, because I do not want them back there over by the tree when it gets really bad out. I want them either in the patio room or in my garage, protected overnight, but I need them to be contained. So I bought this because this is for dogs. And even when I travel, if I had an emergency, I could put them in here and put them in my truck camper, the chickens. And what I would do is I put a tarp underneath, and I don't know how I would attach it, but I think I would put like a piece of tarp there, because this is probably gonna have to be hosed down or cleaned out. It's like a nylon material, and it's foldable, which I love. It folds down. See, here's the instructions for it. It folds down. So it's perfect for traveling for, and I think it's a perfect size for 2 chickens. I mean, even for 3, they'd be a little cramped in there, but 2 chickens, I think it's perfect. You want to go inside? Oh, come on. Let's see. Let's see if we can put a cat in there. Oh, look at this. Hi, Missy girls. Look at you. Even if I had like baby chicks or something, I mean, I could even use this instead of getting like a plastic box as a brooder. So cute. Look at you, Missy girl, all contained in there. I could bring this and put you outside when I go RVing. Isn't that nice? You can be outside too in there. I love it. Love, 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 love it. So supposedly you bend it like this and then it goes in like that and then, oh, this is nice. Oh, look how easy that was. Oh, nice. And then it's got the elastic. All right, look. It's all back inside. Perfect. So this was $14.99, 15 bucks. It's heavy duty. Washable too, which I love. So I love this. I love this even for Missy to bring her outside with me. I can zip right up and keep her in there. Do you like that, Missy girl? You excited? You got something to go outside with now. Don't you love it? You love it. To talk to you really briefly about something that occurred a few weeks ago. As you know, I was doing my Bible studies from my writer room because I'm writing a book. And in that room, I have a lot of Indian stuff like I do here in the house. I have a lot of decorations because I do love Native American things. I'm really interested in that, and I love that, and I like to decorate my home with them. And I'm going to put a scripture up here because some Christians, they come at me and they say that dream catchers, we shouldn't have dream catchers. Well, here's a scripture that I want to talk to you about because God knows my heart. Number one, I didn't buy my dream catchers in a New Age store or anything like that. The dream catchers that I've had them for years because the ones in that room, because I bought them at the Dollar Tree, and we used to have them in my old trailer. We used to have them in the back in the bunkhouse. And I have several in my room, but they're not really dream catchers. They're more like boho type of decorations. And God knows my intention with those. He knows that I bought them as decoration. I didn't buy them in New Age stores. Now, if I had bought them in a New Age store or some place like that that could have received spirits or something like that, and then I would get rid of them. But I didn't, and God knows my heart. And that's the wonderful thing about God. He knows our heart. And for me, I know that I don't have to worry. I do pray over my things when I bring them home to make sure that if there's any spirits that are inside of them that shouldn't be there, they don't come into my house, because I do believe in a spiritual realm. I do believe, like the Bible says, that there are demonic entities out there. I believe that because the Bible teaches me that, and I have to believe my Bible. But my God is an amazing God. He is bigger than Satan. He is above Satan. So for me to think that Satan is going to overpower God with some dream catcher and give me like bad spirits and all of that, then you're telling me that God is not bigger than him. And for me, I pray to God, I cast off the spirits, and I know that my God can do anything. So for all of you that are out there, if you're buying things in a decor store with the intention of decorating, as far as it's not evilistic, like skeletons, demonic, pictures or horrible things like that, and it's just natural things. Like I have Indian women here. I don't idolize them, but I enjoy decorating with them. And I have also Indian things here. I have another Indian wood piece over here. Our God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is the biggest God of all the gods that they say that they are. There's no other like him, and he is amazing. He is awesome, and I know that he knows my heart, and he knows what my intent is when I brought these things home. And he also guides my spirit to say, like I talked about in one of my videos, where I did get rid of some crystals, and I did get rid of some things that I thought shouldn't be here, and that's because I bought them in New Age type of stores, and that's why I got rid of those, because I was pretty certain that those came with some kind of other past that shouldn't be in my house, and I just wanted to make sure to get rid of those. But these are the things that I bought as decorations. I know God knows my heart, and he's the biggest God there is. So if you're worried out there, look into your heart to really know what is the reason and why you have these items. And if there is a doubt, then get rid of them. Pray over it with God and ask. Remember that God is going to ultimately know your heart, and you cannot fool him. You have to be true when you're talking to him about my writing room. I have the board here to put up my scene cards, and this is my little reading area, and this is the area where I just kind of sit and think. I have candles. I turned the desk around this way because I'm mostly an evening writer, and it's already dark out so I don't really have a view of anything. So I thought I really want to look at the room and look at my candles. It inspires me a little bit better here to write. Usually after the chickens are in, the pets are fed, light is going down, this is the time that I edit. Now my table, this table that's here, is now facing the actual room, because this time is the time that I've like winded down, got everything done, and I can actually focus on my story. So at this point, what I'm doing here is starting with my book. I have some index cards. I'm going to start with writing the beat sheet, which is, I have several books, but this is my favorite book, and I took a lot of notes. And I'm going to be doing the 15 beat Save the Cat structure from this novel. It's like my rough draft of the story, and because this is my first time writing a book, so it's basically just a rough draft. And then of course I have to continue to go on it, so I probably won't have this book done until next year, especially with all the projects that I have. But I'm really enjoying this time of the evening. It's my quiet time when I really enjoy sitting here. And the reason I turn the table around is because I don't see anything at night during this time. Like now, like when I sit here during the daytime, I can still look out the window, like I can turn over this way, but most of the time I'm here at night. So that's why I want to be facing the room, so I can see my candle, I can see all my decorations, and really get that camp vibe here. I'm still working on the room. I have all of these maps as background because I wanted to print out some of my pictures from my travels, and I have not got around to that, and I probably won't get done until the winter time when I sit down and do more scrapbooking and memory keeping. But that'll be pictures there of me traveling in there, those pictures there. That's why they're empty now. They just have backings of maps at this point. What I'm doing is starting out with my book, writing out the scenes, deciding what the scenes are going to be, and calling it, plotting, outlining the book as it is right now. Look at Missy scratching herself. Oh my gosh. I'm really enjoying this time to be home and doing my book and just being in such a quiet environment. It really inspires me with all this camping stuff here and this camping motif, right, to write my book, which I'm really excited about. Nightlight for Muffin so she can find her water because she can't see very well. So that's her. And then Missy over here, she goes, instead of sleeping in my bed, she sleeps on that table because I have the fan on, and I guess she likes the fan on. She's so asleep. Look at her. She's so cute.